Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our Glory Hunter series. We are into the penultimate month in our fifth season. It is our first season with Dortmund, of course. It has been going very well. As you know, we're going to show you some goals from some of the games we've already played, and then we're going to bring you the game from the DFB Pokal semi-final against Wolfsburg. Hopefully this takes us into the final. Could potentially wrap up a double in our first season, but let's show you the games we've had so far. So after the Darmstadt game that we played, you will have seen in the previous episode, we went on then to face Wolfsburg. Very disappointing with this result. We've come out here with a 1-1 draw. It's a game I feel like we probably should have and could have won. If you look at the stats there, we've dominated. We've had 14 shots to their 6, 9 on target to their 2, and a much better XG, of course. Shoot the goals first of all. As we see, Ruslev with a big deep cross into the back post. There's a very good header there from Jonas van. I mean, can't argue against the goal. And then in the 39th minute, we see Lugan Nets. Almost a similar action. There's a big cross in towards Kameri. He touches the ball onto Mokoku, who scores for the equaliser. It finished that way, unfortunately. It was a little bit of a reflection. We were looking at it as a little bit of a test to see how this semi-final might go, because we do play Wolfsburg now in the semi-final. But after that, we then faced Cologne in the League again. As you'll see, we've come home there with a 3-0 win. Nestroy Irankunda scoring his first goal for the club. He's been in and out of the team a little bit. He's had injuries and little setbacks and things like this. He hasn't really been a regular feature for us. It is making me think that maybe we don't pay the 43.5 million for him. But his cross comes into Mokoku there. Korky then with a penalty in the 39th minute to make it 2-0. And as we see, look at Nets with a nice pass into Nemecha. He has a goal, a good save from the keeper, touches it on the crossbar, but the ball comes back to Irankunda. Irankunda involved, of course, yes, you know, we had 1 assist, he had 1 goal, he played very, very well for us. But with his inconsistency of actually playing, it is making me doubt that we will spend the money to keep him. We do, of course, have Jakoba Minte coming in. We then followed that up with a very, very important win against RB Leipzig, as you'll see there, with a 4-1 victory. Disappointing to get Mads Bidstrup sent off in that game, but we have enough fit midfielders to cover. As we see, Nicholas Sievel laying in a cross here from the corner. The ball comes back to him, and as he cuts inside on his left foot, he has a shot. There's a little bit of a touch off. I can't remember who it was that took a little bit of a touch off. So it did for us to go 1-0 down. There's a bit of sloppy defending here, as I think that's Seevold that tries to play a back pass to keeper, and Yusufa Mokoku gets in to steal the ball. Vanderson then plays a lovely ball forward to Dijon Kameri. His cross finds Mokoku again to make it 2-1, in the 52nd minute. Maximovic makes a nice run forward here, cuts the ball back to his left hand side to find Targolini. His pass finds Marcus Leonardo, beats the offside trap only just, and makes it, I think we're 3-1 at this stage. And then a nice pass from Samuel Ricci across the face of goal, across the 18-yard line, finds Tartolini coming in to score to make it 4-1 at the end of the game. We followed that up with a 3-1 win against Mainz. Mainz are also a very good side. They're in the top 5 or top 6, I think, at the minute. So this was not going to be an easy game. As you see, we've done pretty well. We've in terms of the stats, we've kind of dominated them a little bit. They've had 3 shots, 1 of them on target, 1 goal. But as we see, Abada makes a run down the right hand side, cuts the ball back, finds its way to Giovanni Reina, and he scores to make it 1-0. And I'm surprised I got Giovanni Reina right the first time instead of calling him Claudio. There's a big deep cross in the 23rd minute, right down the 23rd minute into Burkhardt, and he scores an equaliser. Late in the second half, then in the 70th minute, we see Abada makes another run down the right hand side, cross the ball back again to Giovanni Reina, and he makes it 2-1. Targolina and Duranville then combined with Vanderson, and Targolina's cross back to Marcus Leonardo in the 79th minute makes it 3-1. So after the Mainz game, we then faced Fortuna Dusseldorf. We are away in this game again. We do have a few goals to show you, of course, here. We've come home with a 5-1 win, as you will have seen. Lille Abada scoring a hat-trick in this game, having an excellent performance. You see, Abada finds Bidstrup here. His shot takes a little bit of a deflection off Friedrichsen for an own goal. It's on target, I think. Bidstrup should have been credited with the goal. But there's a lovely through pass here from Giovanni Reina to find Duranville to make it 2-0. Moukoko then gets involved and his cut back to Ricci, and Ricci's through ball to Abada scores his first goal of the game. Van der Sar and Ricci combine to find Abada again as he cuts inside on his left foot to make it 4-0 at this stage. Bidstrup then is driving forward, looks for Thomas Arojo, finds Abada, and he's in space. And it's not a great shot, it's not a great bit of goalkeeping. The goalkeeper didn't cover himself in any glory with that. In the 78th minute, then we see a nice run from Friedrichsen down the right hand side. His pass back to Asllani makes it 5-1. A late consolation. We've come home there with the 3 points. We then followed that up with the game against Hoffenheim. As you'll see there, we've had another 5-1 victory. Hoffenheim did have a man sent off early in the first half, I think 27 minutes. We see Giovanni Reina whipping in a cross, and Thomas Arojo is there to equalise after only 3 minutes. Not equalise, sorry, put us in the lead. Giovanni Reina then plays an incredible through pass to Moukoko pardon me, to make it 2-0. Duranville then plays a lovely chip pass out to Abada on the right. His cross finds Moukoko to make it 3-0, I think we're at this stage. Lucas Nemecha then makes a driving run forward. There's a nice tackle there from the defender. The ball falls to Nemecha and he makes it 4-0. Van Duven then scores a penalty to make it 4-1. And Luca Nets plays a ball to Duranville. His cross comes over to Yusufa Moukoko and he seals his hat-trick as well. And that's where we are currently. We have 4 games left in the Bundesliga. A quick look at the league table will show us that we're 8 points ahead. We can win this league title in the next 2 games. One thing you may have noticed, we are still on an invincible run currently, and that is making me more and more nervous as the games go on. I think it would be incredible if we can win the league title with an invincible season. It's something I've never really done in Football Manager. I've done it a couple of times over the years. I think the most recent time I've done it was 2 years ago, but we're currently sitting 8 points clear. 2 more wins is the key factor. Our next games are against Leverkusen, which of course is going to be a very tough game, and we face Schalke after that as well, which will also be a tough game. That's not going to be an easy game. And our final games against Kiel and against Eintracht Frankfurt also aren't going to be easy games because Kiel are pretty much already relegated. They're in the relegation playoff here, as we can see. And of course, Frankfurt are a very good side. Frankfurt are in 4th actually at the minute, so they are vying for Champions League football. So we're about to play the semi-final of the DFB Pokal. As we can see, the other semi-final is also being played at the same time. We are going pretty much full strength at the minute. We are doing very well. Schlotterbeck is struggling on fitness. We might maybe bring Renato in on the bench. This is as full strength as we can be. In fact, I think it's fair to say this is our full strength team. So we're going to go ahead and just get stuck in. It would be very pleasing, obviously, to win this game, to get through to the final, where we will face Bayern Munich, who we do have a decent enough record against this season. The fans expect to win, don't let them down. Against Bayern Munich already, we've had 1 win and 1 draw. We're sort of undefeated in that regard. So it would be nice to get through the final, to play against Bayern Munich, and to obviously win the trophy. In terms of the Glory Hunter aspect of this challenge, I mean, it would be incredible to get such an early advantage after only 5 seasons. Samuel Ricci drives forward, goes back to Arojo. His cross to the left is cut out, can't find nets, but Schlotterbeck wins the header. It's a little bit the ball's pinging around a little bit as there's very nearly a big mix-up between Arojo and Lunin, but the defender takes charge. Reina now finds Ricci. There's a nice pass forward to Abada. Cuts it back to Reina. There's a challenge. There's a penalty review. I think it's going to be given. And it's given. A chance for an early start. An early lead. Moukoko, it's a good penalty. It's a good penalty. 22 for the season. Moukoko is having a fairly incredible season, I think it's fair to say. It's a nice penalty. Down to the keeper's bottom left. Keep it low, strike it low and strike it hard. Just as we see, we score that in the 8th minute. In the 11th minute, Mathis Tell gives Bayern the lead, but Werder Bremen have pulled the goal back in the 13th minute from a penalty from Paslak. Bidstrup finds Moukoko, lovely pass in the Duranville. His shot is saved actually. Look at Nets to take the corner from the right, and it's a decent corner. Thomas Rojo just can't direct his header goalward. So Werder Bremen holding Bayern Munich to a draw at the minute. It is 1-1. Let's add this. Play for set pieces. We're pretty good at set pieces. We'll add that instruction to try and win more set pieces. Not an awful lot of action happening here as we go into half time. Things are going well. We can definitely find another gear. I mean, a couple of reactions. Not an awful lot going on there. Wolfsburg making 3 changes. Add the instruction of work the ball into the box. Let's do that. I don't usually follow the advice given, possibly to my detriment. We have a couple of bookings here. There's not an awful lot happening. Let's change up to go very attacking. What are we like for fitness? Because we're into 70 minutes nearly. Duranville's not having a great game. We will bring in Dijon Kimere, and we'll bring Giovanni Reina out on the left wing. In terms of fitness, Schlotterbeck is struggling and he's on a yellow card, so we'll change him. In midfield, Bidstrup's not having a great game, he's playing okay. Let's bring in the Mecha. So 3 changes made. We'll keep a little eye on the rest here. Vanderson takes a throw in on the right. Gets it back from Kimere, goes all the way to the byline, looks for Abada. Kimere plays across over to Moukoko. He goes back to Renato, finds the Mecha. Look at Nets, has got into the space. And Dijon Kimere scores only his 3rd goal of the season. Obviously he missed a large part with an injury. See, Renato plays the ball in the Mecha, has a nice touch off the look at Nets. Defenders just stand off him, allow him the space to run in. And as he fires the ball back across goal, Kimere is there to put it home. So 2-0. Werder Bremen still drawn with Bayern Munich. Let's make some changes here. We bring Dumbuya in. And we will also bring in... I think we'll bring in Loco because look at Nets having a very good game, is struggling a little bit for fitness. So we'll bring in these 2 guys. Bring in the 2 fullbacks. I'm just looking at the score in the other game now, just waiting to see who's going to steal it. Because we're in the dying death. As Reina takes this free kick in the 90th minute, looks for Dijon Kimere. His cross comes back to Dumbuya for his 1st goal for the club. That's a nice bit of football. Very pleasing to see the young fullback. I think it was the 18-19. Very pleasing to see him score his 1st goal. As it comes back here, looks like it's coming to Abada. There's a little bit of a shove, perhaps, from the defender. Puts Abada off. Comes through to Dumbuya. Scores his 1st goal. Very, very pleased for him. So that is it. 3-0 we win. We're into the final. We're in the final. Well done, everyone. Positive reactions. Let's see what happened in the Bayern Munich game. Bayern Munich won on penalties. Gonna have to get a look at that. It was a fairly evenly balanced game in terms of the stats. Amos Piper missed the decisive penalty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Went down to number 6, and Piper missed. So we will face Bayern Munich in the final of the DFB Pokal. We will bring that to you as a separate episode. But that is it for now. We do have only a couple of games left. We might bring you highlights from the game against Schalke, depending, of course, on how the match goes against Bayer Leverkusen. I'm really hoping not to lose this undefeated streak. Hopefully we beat Bayer Leverkusen. If we do, we can win the league against Schalke. So we'll bring you that in the next episode, plus the other games as well. We will bring you the DFB Pokal as a separate episode as well at the end of the season. But that is it for this episode. I do hope you're enjoying it. Please do leave your comments, etc. We'd love to hear your feedback. We will see you in the next episode. Until then, thank you very much and take care. Thank you for watching this video. I do hope you've enjoyed it. Please remember to subscribe to the channel. It helps us to grow. It helps us to bring you more videos like this. Please also leave a like and share the video as well. And please do leave a comment. We would love to hear your feedback also. That's it for now. You can watch one of these recommended videos, but we will see you in the next one. Until then, thank you and take care.